Alright, I'm just going to get in and get out here. Man, if people knew how much torment I'm going through right now, they'd be like, what the fuck, what can I do to help? I'm not okay. I mean, I get by. I'm just not thriving, and my resilience is here and there, and there's so much I don't care about. I mean, being nihilistic, I'm going to be like that. You don't have to live forever, especially when it's hellish torment. But it doesn't have to be, but it will tend to be. Look at Prison Called Life videos. If you have a terminal, this or that, who gives a flying fuck? It's probably better in the long term. You don't succumb to nasty, unnatural old age. You know, what is an unnatural premature death anyways? Like, if anything, if somebody gets ran over, how do you call death premature? Like, what happens. Maybe I should make a whole video about that. It just pisses me off because people will think everything is about survival, right? And who is benefiting from that? Right. But yeah, just think about it. As great George Carlin tended to say, he said in one great bit, it's all about saving the babies. Well, once you're born, then it's over. You're on your own, right? I mean, sure, you get child support technically somehow, whether you have to be put up in a foster home or parents barely getting by financially or otherwise, but is that really? So nobody asked to be born, right? So you don't owe your parents anything. And I hate to say that. I mean, my parents could have done better, they could have done worse. See, I couldn't give less of a flying fuck about my receding hairline because I know I'm aging. I got white hairs. I'm 32. I'm not supposed to have. I could be in denial. I could be super nostalgic for being 18. I could play tennis for hours and not feel super sore and hating life the next day. But I've been feeling like that even when I was in much better shape. Nowadays, I run even a little bit. I probably should be doing yoga and shit. I'm overcoming an addiction, which in that kind of category. Alright, let's stick to the facts. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to get what works more than share the absolute objective truths. So basically, overcoming speedrun addiction. As with any addiction, you don't just decide, oh, it's bad for me, it's cringe, I hate it, I'm going to just never do it. The fool in his folly becomes wise, so maybe it is pointless to try to fight it. And I know it's become easier because I've been so much of a fool time and time again. I uninstall it, I reinstall it. I say, this is pointless, it's just stressful bullshit, it's hollow, even if I get a new personal best. It probably isn't wasting time and energy, and it's not worth it because it's basically burning myself. For what? To feel like somebody may accept me, I might accept myself, I may enjoy the motion of it, the fulfillment. At first, it was amazing. Right? I can just plug in this game, get 120%, or it should be 100%. Okay, so how to stay away from addictions. So, you have to realize it's out of your control. You lack free will. The fool in his folly becomes wise. But at the same time, if we've been through the cycles time and time again, and we know we have to stay away from it no matter what, then it is time to put the foot down and say enough is enough. I know this is stupid. I don't want it in my life. I just feel compelled to do it. So how do you give it up? You have to realize it's a tragedy. It's out of your control, and basically, you have to congratulate yourself. You survived. You got through it. You know you need to never get back into it because it's never worth it. It'll just create more time sucks, energy, sanity down the drain, and for what? So you can't just give it up, but you have to. So if you have to pretend, if you can go a week without it, you can go the rest of your life without it. I firmly believe that. Even though it may not, something in me is screaming, no, that's not true, you just have to give one more personal best. I know if I don't quit now, I'm never quitting. I'm going to be fucked. And I don't want to be more of a victim. And so basically, to realize you have to give it up and have it replaced by something else eventually. But you have to realize you're much better off without it. It's stupid and cruel, and it makes life too hellish for what it's worth. So it's just stupid. So you just stay away from it. Basically, first step, recognize it's stupid, it's never worth it. Your life is much, much better off without it, even with temptations. B, is don't even think about it, right? I know right now is kind of the exception, but overall, when you have the choice to move on with your life or to reminisce, you don't reminisce, because you know if you start thinking about it, you start identifying with it, then you're going to be in hell, right? I didn't get over high school tennis or alcohol through identifying with being a former XYZ. I just moved on with my life. I knew it was a phase of my life, it was part of my life, and it's over. And it's the same with Spyro Speedrunning. So it's over, move on with your fucking life. And obviously part of that is just you gotta replace it. So yeah, basically, you know your life is better off without it, but you have to realize it on an emotional level, and it takes time. You're going to feel tempted, but if you don't identify with it and keep moving along with your life, it's as with other former addictions I felt was impossible to get over. It'll just come naturally over time. You won't even feel tempted, you're going to actually do other things, and you're just going to move on with life, because it's too disgusting, it's never worth it, and you're just going to fucking get on with your life. It'll take time, and sometimes you'll have to pretend you're fine, pretend you're enjoying what you're doing, pretend like you're not in hell. I mean, because, let's face it, if life was utterly meaningless without it, how would I still be here? How do I still exist if, right? Obviously, I'm here for something to enjoy other things. So it seems. I know it's possible. I know I can live without it, right? If it is super stupid, then I know on a rational level that I don't need it. It just weighs me down, so I have to shed it. And that's just the way life works. I don't want to continue being a victim and identifying with it. So the way to not identify with it is just move on with my life. And this is coming together. It's just with the detours and the stress on the side and being in hell no matter what. But if you really realize that, I mean, it's not always easy. You have to remind yourself of the bad times, the times you felt utterly, what the hell am I doing? This is not who I am. And you know deep down it is true. You are better without it. I know, especially with Spyro Speedrunning, I should have never gotten into it. And, you know, that's a tragedy. I am proud of the height I was able to achieve, but it's just not for me. I don't like the game that much, and it's broken, it's hellish, it's unnatural, it's playing the same game over and over and over and just trying to straighten the path. Life is bendy, right? What's over there? Why is that like that? What's going on over there? I mean, obviously you don't have too many catfish groups there, but Chronicles Catfish, I mean, you don't have to stick with that in particular, but there's all kinds of shapes, sizes, varieties of catfish, all kinds. Some super common, some are endangered, some are invasive, some are farmed, some are game fish. All kinds of lessons and learning, and sure there's randomness and mysteries, but that's part of the journey, right? It's not about the result. Yes, the result kind of sucks, but at least you made something great. You can always come back to it. You can always improve, build upon it. and enjoy those journeys and see what other people think about it too. What they view, I mean, even though it's not always, they have biases, they tend to go over, gravitate toward what they don't know about, or what's rare, or what catches their attention, but at least you would know, right? And if you don't know, if you're just playing the same fucking video game over and over and over and getting a lower time, but it means nothing, you're wasting your time. That's what I'm trying to really portray to you, man. You're so much better than this. You don't need this, and it shouldn't even be in my toolbox of possibilities. So that's all I have to say about that. And this does seem super simple and straightforward, but trust me, it is. There are going to be temptations. It is going to be hard sometimes, but if you just keep up the momentum and with time, discipline, and plenty of practice, you will survive this. You will move on to your life. Again, given myself, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. That doesn't mean it's not going to be hellish, but it will be much more manageable the more you keep at it. But again, if you ever do come to reinstall the game in 1 month, obviously in a month, a year, a few months, obviously if you reminisce, watch Twitch, identify with gamers and people talking about speedrunning, that's much more likely you are going to go back to those habits and watch speedrunning and speedrun and feel tempted to speedrun and eventually speedrun. You have to look at other alternatives and the lessons. And it proved that I like action. I like things that are not too focused on myself. Things that don't have to do with too much with my status, vulnerabilities, what that I'm involved in. I'm involved in the world. I could, in theory, go to other and find these catfish and but it's all interconnected. So ultimately, you know what's valuable and what's not, and what's tempting is not always what's valuable. So I'm not saying that, the only thing that's valuable is what's hard. That's not the point. The point is that the universe is telling me to quit. I know it's time to quit, and I'm just going to fucking move on with my life. No matter how painful it is. Oh yeah, but I'm going to smile, I'm going to laugh. So if you're not doing those, then what the hell are you doing? Alright, that's all I got for now. Might make a part 2 later. That's good. And do I wear gloves or what? Look at that. Tone difference. How do you get 120%? But there's a bonus level, so that I don't even know why they call it a 20. It's just one extra level out of like 30 or something like that. But maybe it does come down to 20%. I don't know, probably not. Yeah, because like 4 or 5 levels is 20%. I think. I don't know. It's weird. But I just do not feel as well put together as I used to. As resilience. I mean, you learn stuff, you get more wise, you get resilience tools, and I mean, it's more about what you do. Yeah, I feel like if I edit this and I just had the main messages, it would feel like so unnatural, just choppy. I'm just going to make this for myself. I don't care enough about it. Everybody's fucked and in hell no matter what. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to talk openly without the bullshit sprinkled in. I mean, there's bullshit no matter what. And I do have a lazy eye. So it is what it is. But my mind calibrates it though. It's surprising. I don't know. I still see good. I can put definitely extra focus sometimes. But okay.